Hello everybody and welcome back to the games that never were. Today we're going to be taking a look at Jetpack version 1.3. Released in 1993 by Software Creations, it is up to you and your trusty Jetpack to collect precious gems from 100 different levels, dodge treacherous Trackbots, whirling spikes and other monsters intent on sending you to your doom. There are teleporters that transport you around the level and barriers that block your progress. Barriers can be deactivated by pressing buttons of the same color. Monsters can also control barriers by moving over floor switches, so be careful. There are moving platforms and ladders that can help or hinder you. Icy bricks make walking difficult and sludge-covered bricks slow you down. You do have a phase shifter by pressing and holding the Alt button that will allow you to tunnel through bricks. Some bricks require more time to phase through, and gray stones are solid and cannot be phased. Your jetpack is a valuable tool in your quest for gems, and fuel must be found before you can use your jetpack, but if you run out of fuel, then it's walking time. While on the hunt for gems, you can also pick up valuable gold items too, such as coins, piles of coins, and vases, which give you a boost in points. There are also helpful items in the game as well, such as stunners that will obviously stun your enemies, and a shield that will protect you from hits. But don't be confused by the energy charger and drainer in certain levels, as they can be easily mistaken for each other. There are 8 different enemies in the game, from Trackbots to Homers, all which are out to get you. Now, to be fair, this game is a lot of fun, but the keyboard is a no-go for me. Spending at least 30 minutes playing this game with the keyboard is going to be hard on your hands, and woo, it starts to hurt after a bit. In this day and age, we have all types of peripherals that can help us gamers out, but going this hard on this game? No way. Thank God you can hook up a joystick and play it. It makes all the difference. But there is something I noticed in the control section of the manual where the keyboard layout is. What is that? Is that a suicide key? Yeah, hitting the escape key will make your guy blow to bits. And he has the most blood-curdling scream I've heard in a long time. You would never see that in a game in this day and age. Now for sound and music, there really isn't any music at all in this game, which is standard for older DOS games. So go ahead and pop in a Fire mixtape and party on, my dudes. The sound effects though, they're standard fare, so you're not missing much. Now here's the part we've all been waiting for. How much was the game? Well, its intended retail was for $19.95 for the full game. And there was an optional Jetpack 100 level hint book that retailed for $9.95. That means to buy everything, that would retail for $30, and that's not including the shipping. So the question remains, is it worth $30 for everything? Is the game worth $20? Honestly, yeah, back in '93, this would have been worth it. Today, not so much. $4.99 at best. But I can only give you my opinion on it. But it's really up for you to decide if it is or not. To me, this is one of those timeless classic DOS games that won't get stale, even after 30 years. It's still fun to play. Before we go, let's go over the system requirements for the game. And that's going to be the computer type. It's gotta be an 8088 XT, 286 AT, 386, or a 486 processor. The memory, it has to have 512 kilobytes of free conventional memory. Last but not least are the graphics. The VGA graphics are required and supported on VGA, MCGA, and SVGA cards. And if you don't understand what all that terminology is, don't worry, in a later video, guys, I will be explaining what all of this is. But that's all I got for today. Have you played Jetpack before? And if you have, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next adventure.